What's good, man? This is Dan Main. We back at it again. Today I'm excited because I have went through all of the trouble of setting up malware, fake malware in our Azure pen testing VM. And it's going to be a straight up blue team day for the most part unless we like come up with some ideas. But that is the plan for today. So we're gonna do all of this with PowerShell only. And I'm going to tell you up front, because I like to preface things, that you don't gotta learn PowerShell. You just have to learn how to handle your business with PowerShell. I'm the same way with all my scripting languages, all my languages that are specific to OSs, whether that is Python. That's wrong, actually. Let me rephrase that. I'm like that with every scripting language I know. So that is Python, Bash, and PowerShell. Scrap the OS thing. I don't know where I was going with that. I just got an email. So yes, let's get started. Let me open up the chat really quick. I'm kind of excited about this because it's like, I don't really get to do a lot of blue team stuff. I was telling someone yesterday that it's not easy to do blue team stuff or threat hunting. That's a whole, like, you're planning stuff when you do that, because you have to implant malware, or you have to simulate a red team before you do the blue team stuff. And that's not, so when I do stuff like this, it's a special day. It's like a holiday. All right, let me just type something real quick and we'll get started. I hate to even be like this. I like to keep it live and keep it popping, but like stuff be happening and on live stream. So just 1 second, we're gonna get started. But while I'm doing this, which should take like 30 seconds, just go ahead and fire PowerShell and get in your ISC, because that's what we're doing. That's what we're handling our business at. All right, I just had to respond to something like that. So now, again, just like I just said, PowerShell is all your scripting languages. You have to be thinking, I'm going to handle my business. I need to do a thing with this. I don't got to learn a whole language. I don't have to go out of my way to build this elaborate thing. However, I do know guys that have built whole frameworks. One of the frameworks I want to shout out right now is the Greater Wall. So if you research it, like this, it's got put in mad work on the Greater Wall. Let me see if it could pop up for me. Greater Wall, the Greater Wall. Let's see, the Greater Wall PowerShell. Here we go. So this guy put in mad work to make, it's almost like a Metasploit, but it's like just straight up pure PowerShell, and it's for blue teamers. So it's pretty dope, to where it's like you can use this thing to threat hunt. I don't know what he's doing here. And again, it's you see it. So research him, go subscribe, because again, that tool is kind of dope. I don't want to say I helped with that, but I was around when we first began that. So, yes. All right. The first thing that we want to do is to warm up our brain cells. Is we want to just start doing basic functions around Windows to just get warmed up. So if I do a ls, I'll probably get child item, so we can be consistent with PowerShell here. It's the same thing, by the way. we'll see we have all of these documents, right? What if we want to put all of these documents in the folder? What we could do is we could say make dir PDF. And that's not PowerShell, that's just like a command, right? But then we could say something like get child item, and then pipe that into for each item. Move full name into PDF. And what this would do is for each item in get child item, which should be all of our files in this folder, move those. And it's weird, but this is the object icon. So you just got to know that in PowerShell. It's not intuitive. You just got to know that. It's going to move everything, and then everything is an object in PowerShell. So it's calling this property, which is the full name, not just document 17 PDF, but all of this plus document 17 PDF into PDF, the folder PDF. So if we do this, is it not for each? It's for each object, my bad. What? Okay, yeah, it moved everything. It even moved the Windows PowerShell folder too. I didn't want to do that, so we'll move that back into where it was. But you should see how that worked. You know, yeah, it's PowerShell is wonderful, bro. But it's one of those things where, again, just like I just said earlier, you don't want to have to learn a whole language. You just got to learn how to just do a few things with it. So I'm going to encourage you to, let's just say, for example, you wanted to do, let's go back. And let's say, and I got more documents there, right? Let's just say you wanted to scan the entire, let's say you were a red teamer and you wanted to say, okay, I am in C users and I just need to know what files are in the users folder. What you could do is you could do a get child item C users star, and then I don't know what I'm trying to do there. So yeah. So if you were in this is the malware we're gonna hunt in a minute when I get my brain warmed up. But that just gave you everything. So it's not so far out from Bash, if you know Bash. But again, since everything is an object, you can select properties even on your output, which is awesome. So you could select name, and then you can only get the name. If you need to know what properties you have, you just pipe that into, I need to stop doing shorthand because nobody's gonna learn like that. You pipe that in the get member, and you get all of the properties and methods that you can access there, which is pretty dope. Like PowerShell is like hands down the dopest language ever simply because of what you can do with objects. If you wanted to do, let me just, length? Okay, yeah. So length in PowerShell is a little bit weird. You don't really need to know this, but it's just good to know. Length means size. We don't really need to know that for what we're going to be doing today. But yeah, if you need to know commands, and you don't want to Google, you can just do get command. I think. Get command. Oh. And we have all of our commands, but this is a lot, right? I can't really help you there. I would just say you've been sleeping on PowerShell type case. I don't know. I do know that it's better to Google, in my opinion, than go through this. But this is an option for everyone. If you want to just type get, what's the word? Get command. Or whatever. But again, we don't want to really, I don't really want to show you how to, I don't want to show you PowerShell in that I don't want to be a teacher here. I want to just show you ways to do things that are important. Because if I, yeah, yep, there it is, man. If I try to bird feed you all my PowerShell knowledge, then that's not really why this channel exists. This is a discussion based channel, right? So I just want to show you some dope stuff, and then hopefully you can show me some dope stuff, and then ask questions, and we can get at it. So one of the most important commands that you're gonna run when you are thread hunting is get process. Now, get process is akin to task list if you've ever run it on Windows. But yeah, you're gonna get a list of your processes, and again, everything is an object, so you can get command was useful in acute H. Yeah, acute was a mess, bro. Acute was a straight up mess. I remember that. As you can tell in my voice, I'm excited because this is actually what I do. It's like I get excited about the pen test and stuff. We're real excited about this. Because again, like, especially like when you find stuff at work, man. When you find stuff, man, that's a wonderful feeling when you know, like, obviously you don't want your customers to be compromised, but to know that your thread hunting skills work, that's a wonderful feeling, and it'll just have you on this like cloud nine for like a few days, man. And I don't know, but yes, this is what am I trying to say here? This is the output of, I wanted to see if my malware is still running. Yeah, so we got some malware there, straight up malware, right? And then, yeah. So we got a few things that are going on in here. Show you how to create objects for creds, useful for passing the hash. Yes, objects, for real. Like that's not a joke. Like, it's definitely what makes PowerShell. And then just creating your own objects. I won't go there, but you can do that as well. What we're gonna do here though is we're gonna start threat hunting. So first we wanna make sure we don't have any malware in here. Get processed in how to filter by PID ID. If that's a question, it's just get process and then select. You can do select object, that's the longhand way, and you can get IDs. Yep, you can get all the IDs, but like you should be in like, because I got a pen tester mind frame as well with all the hack the box stuff. So I just want to do select. I don't want to type out select object. So there's shorthand ways and longhand ways to do things. But yeah, get process. Based on this, and I'm going to give you a few, we're going to kind of figure this out together, but I'm going to give you a few things to start. Obviously, we see the straight up malware, right? We kind of want to see where this is, and there is a property for each of these objects called path. No, full name. So can anyone, based on what I just did, can anybody tell me how I would go about getting the paths for each of those objects? Just taking just a wild stab at it, just a shot at it, based on this. The aliases make it easy for Linux users. Yes, it does. And yeah, I agree with that. I don't know, there's a little bit of a delay, but can anybody like, I don't know. So get process, and again, we went over it already, but if you do get member, we see that we have, where is it? Where are you? Name. Where are you? Oh, it's not full name. It's not full name on here. It's path. My bad. Yes, I appreciate you stopping by, Kirk. It's always love, man. I'll definitely catch up with you. So it's get process, select path, and I'll tell you right now, when you are hunting malware and things, there you go. I appreciate it. Select path. Yeah. So I got a little bit of a delay. So if it's weird, I mean, it's all good. But yes, actually, I can stop that delay if I just open up the. I think I can open up the YouTube Studio thing. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't. Yeah, I'm still learning YouTube, but yes, definitely so. How can I open that up? Is it just like go live and stream it now? Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I think this is better because now I could see everything real time. But yes, select path. So one thing about malware is sometimes as an attacker, you have to put malware in temp folders. And as you see here, we have something in see users, domain app data, local temp, and it's service host. And I'll tell you that these are legitimate because they're running from the correct folder, and this is not. So we got one. And then we have from the same folder straight up malware, so we know where all of this is. So if we want to just like be Linux based, we could just say lsc users the domain app data local temp. Oh, that's a lot, but we see at the bottom straight up malware and service host. And we can either like say, okay, well, based on that, let's you do where object name equals. So yeah, I'm dope with PowerShell. So I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up malware. Oh, that didn't work. .exe. There it is. Would the malware show a relative path to the process that started it, or where the malware is? Relative path to the process that started it. So, yeah, I think you answered your own question here. So, basically, yeah, your path is where the actual executable is. Where the actual executable is, and then obviously you start up the process. So basically what I did here, and this is a little bit of shorthand here, is this question mark means where object. So same thing is where object, and it's the same thing. So just always typing so fast, I know a lot of the shortcuts for PowerShell is the same thing, but that's just nice to know. You don't really need to know that. It's just knowing that in PowerShell, one of the most powerful things you can do is learn how to pipe stuff, because you need to pipe things to access the methods and the properties. You can also do something like, one of the most powerful features here is like, you could use the word like, and then a wildcard. Yeah, so there have been assessments where I didn't have EDR, I didn't have any blue team tools. All I had was PowerShell, and so I was hunting pure PowerShell. So what I would do is I would say, let's say that let me see, for example, let's just say we want everything. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? We want all of the executables in this folder, right? And I need to present this to my boss. Let me see if I have the appropriate tools on here. First of all, I don't have Excel. Damn. Okay, we're gonna have to do this with I'm showing y'all my business here. I'm gonna take this off screen really quick, just make sure I don't reveal anything private. But basically, what I had to do was, I think it's good. I don't think there's nothing in there. But what I had to do is I still had to present something. One thing about where I work is like, if you don't have what you need, You can't just be like, I can't do it. Like, we can't do it. We gotta go home, or we gotta go back to work, because we just gotta just give it up. Like, you gotta make it happen somehow. And which sucks sometimes, but I don't think there's anything private there either, so I could share that actually. Which sucks sometimes, but that's where my love for PowerShell came in. So now that I have Google Sheets open, what I could do is kind of show you, and as you see there, you probably saw that, but this is our malware executing, which is pretty hilarious, right? We'll get to that in a minute. But what I had to do is, all right, you see that this is an object, right? I had to take this and I had to say convert. And this was, just pretend like this is a lot of data, right? I had to say convert to CSV. And that converts it to a CSV. Why is that weird like that? I don't know why that's weird. I think it's actually export CSV test.csv. Let's cat test.csv. Yes, and then from here, now I could kind of go into a new spreadsheet and then say file, and then just pretend like this is Excel, but it's almost Excel, right? So it's all good still. That's my stuff. I want to show my stuff. Browse, and then where was I? My home folder. See users. This is it. Test, and then we have all of our stuff in here. And then from here, I start filtering out on things, and then I could send a kind of a bootleg like report, which would be, you know, I guess, you know, things like that. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with PowerShell on the blue team side. And then you could fix things up so that it's pretty when you report it. I think there's also an export. Where are you? Damn. So this is Azure, so Azure, so it got a lot of extra. Okay, you can't export XML. I thought you could, but yes. So those are the things so far. Have I went too fast? I know I did. No, I went kind of fast, but those are the things so far. And so far we found two things of malware. And just to keep going, what else? What else did I want to do? We can start hunting for some of the more advanced malware, right? Because I'll tell you right now, every time, so just pretend that we're in like a, like this is real life, right? And so our sysadmins have said every time they go to command prompt, something happens. And persistence gets executed, and then there's a Cobalt Strike beacon. Just pretend this is a Cobalt Strike beacon, right? And they got this going on, and then when they do when they do PS, well, you know, I shouldn't shorthand. When they do get what? PowerShell, bro. Get process. Seriously? Oh, my malware is stopping PowerShell from running. That's crazy. Get process. Okay, we'll have to do it from here. But anyway, every time I run this, I see straight up malware running and all of this stuff, and I just need a threat hunter to come save the day. So that's the scenario we're running with, right? Excuse me. So the first place we want to look, and I got some notes over here, so I'm gonna look at my notes. We want to look in the registry to see what we got going on there, because that's kind of like one of those go to places. I don't know where my live stream is. Where object feels so noobish. I have been saying where while learning PS. Yeah, where works. The question mark works, where object works, all of that stuff. Where object, yeah. I'll show you something else before we actually get into the threat hunt, right? So if you wanted to, let's just say you wanted to do a ping sweep. Let's see our IP address range here first. Oh, okay, I don't know, but if we wanted to do a ping sweep to really shorthand it and be super dope with PowerShell, we can do 1 to 56. Boom. That's it. Bro, that's it. That's all you gotta do. That's it, bro. I swear. And this, like, you know, it's bad practice to teach somebody the shorthand. Look at that. It's gonna iterate, right? It's bad practice for me to teach you the shorthand, but at the same time, it is. I don't know. If I were teaching an actual class, I would teach you the where object way and the for each way. So this % is for each object. Yeah, man. PowerShell gets excessively dope, especially if you if you just deep dive in it and just fall in love with it and run with it. Like you can do a whole bunch with it, man. I'm gonna show you some other scripts that I made, man. Like some straight up dopeness. Can I pull it up here? I don't know. I don't think I want to. Let me see. Let me take this off the screen again, because again, I'm going through my stuff, and then, you know, sometimes I have some of everything in my Google Drive, and don't want nobody out there like, you know what I'm saying, what you doing, man? It ain't nothing crazy. It's just, you know, I don't want nobody in my business. So I have some scripts though. Is it script collection? Various scripts, share files. Is it my scripts? No, that's a lame script. Or is it any of these? No, it's not any of those. Is it? I just saw it before I started the live stream. Is it in here? Tools, books. I don't see it. Give me a minute, man. I know it's in here somewhere because I just saw it. I promise you. But I made a script that all you had to do. Let me see if I could search it like that. I don't know. I can't find it right now. It sucks because I made a super dope script. It was like, it wasn't that one because that's not even my tool right there. I thought I would put it in here because this is where all my PowerShell scripts are. Various scripts from self-study. No. My scripts. Maybe it's in my scripts. No, it's still not in there. I'm just holding up my video trying to do this. Archive. I don't know. I don't see it, but I'll probably, if I think about where it is, I'll probably find it later. I actually have to run off screen really quick. Yeah, I have to run off screen really quick. So I'm going to take like 2 minutes and I'm going to come back. So I know there's a lot of breaks, but after I come back, we'll start to actually hunt. Yep, nothing. All right, I'm back. Oh, so, dang, I couldn't find the file that I was looking for. Trash. So, what we could do is we could start hunting though. And maybe toward the back end, I'll think about where those files are. So let me pull up my notes over here. Where's my notes? Okay, so here are my notes. So the first place we want to look, using PowerShell. And since we have this beautiful IDE up front up here, we can start using the IDE, because why not? We want to look in the run keys. So it's a little bit different when you're enumerating the registry. It's get item, but you can Google that. Software, Microsoft, Windows, current version, run. And if we click that, boom. So essentially what you could do is, obviously you could save a script. We'll say like blue team script or whatever. And then you could say something like function find bad in registry. I think I'm doing this right. I get a lot of my, yeah, that works. I know so many languages that like sometimes they get lost in my mind. So now that we've run that, we can just say find bad in registry, and we have our function there. So that's just good to know when you're scripting and stuff like that. You don't want to like redo things. It's good to know the syntax and understanding of the formatting of pipe. So pipe is one of those things where it's like, obviously it goes without saying that the pipe is one of those things that PowerShell, Windows and Linux shares alike. So you have to think of the pipe in two ways so that you like have a holistic understanding of how it works. So you have the pipes that are you see pipes like me piping things into like itself, and then you see what I've been doing here, right? So the pipe also works maliciously where you use that pipe. It's the same, it's the same concept, but essentially what you're doing is if you cat test.csv and you pipe that into find string something, right? I don't know what's in this thing actually, test. I don't know, but find string is the same as grep, right? What you're essentially doing is you are linking those two executables together. I wish I knew something to find in here. Okay, let's just grep on English. Find string is English, right? Okay, so what you're essentially doing, and it's important to know this, especially if you want to be a threat hunter, is you have to think of it as you are joining those two executables together. As long as the executable on the right end of your pipe can accept standard in, or is it standard out? Can accept standard out, you can successfully link those together. When you are hunting, you'll have like maybe some malware or something from Cobalt Strike, pipe itself into a legitimate process so that things can happen. And if you're not watching for those things, yeah, you'll get owned. So it's just good to know that. And you can also, when you start talking in that manner, you have to name the pipes. And so you could find a lot of stuff that way as well, name pipes. But I want to get back to the hunt. When we run find bad in registry, we see public malware bat and this. So we know that, and I talked about this in my my threat hunting video, but essentially when you see, and I want to make sure that's on the screen so that everybody can see that, because I know I got this big, yeah, you can see it. When I run this, you'll see that I have to run a /c to do bad, right? So just understand that like /c isn't inherently bad, but if you see /c and you're looking through stuff, then you can kind of say, yeah, I'm just look into that. So we found one. Well, we actually found that one plus the stuff in the temp folder, right? So we can look in other places in the registry, but I mean, registry, we kind of like, we understand it, or we should, right? We have a PowerShell command called get scheduled task. Yeah. Get scheduled task, right? This is kind of where PowerShell breaks a little bit because the scheduled task command isn't like super developed or super, super fleshed out here. If you want to find out exactly what's going on with a scheduled task. So what I mean by that is if I type get scheduled task and then I pipe that into select star. So let me talk about select star really quick. PowerShell by default won't show you all of the properties. So you need to be able, sometimes you have to do a select star. It just is what it is. It's one of those things where I don't know why that is, but yeah, you'll run into that sometimes, right? I just wanted to say that first. Secondly, I want to say if you are hunting for bad in scheduled task, which is a must, you must do that. You'll see that there are PowerShell. Let me get my thinking straight because I'm thinking like 20,000 miles an hour, right? A scheduled task comes with an action or some kind of command, and you'll see that the PowerShell object for some reason doesn't have that. So you have to go back to the regular CMD scheduled task for that. And then even then you don't see it. So you got to do some long, drawn out, crazy thing. And it just gets weird. So when you're hunting, just know that. I think what I normally do here is let's look at the help for that. Not really a PowerShell. This is more of a Windows thing. Help. What? Query. I think it's all or something like that. But this is a must know for hunting. Username, it's something. Plays the help message. Query. Flow. What? List. Is that it? Not quite. Question mark. What am I doing here? Is list, I think it's list. I don't do this enough. I think it's V for verbose. Yes. So from here, I believe, and there's going to be a lot more scheduled tasks on here because this is what am I trying to say there? This is a server VM. But yeah, you'll see there that there's that C again. So it's not inherently bad, but it's one of those things where you see that C, like you could start to look for things. So we see that we have our next cmd.exe and then public malware.bat, and it's in a what do you call them? It's in a scheduled task. So just just continuing to find my malware. By the way, I already know where this stuff is, but I mean, we're just pretending, right? So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. All right. So the next thing that we want to look for is stuff in startup folder. Startup folder is a good place to put persistence. By the way, all of this stuff is kind of like played out, but it's a good start to get to know these things because sometimes you don't want to get fooled by something that's like low hanging, right? So you could just do a get child item, and that's the shorthand for it. Get child item being the long way here. You got get child item, you have ls, you have dir, all the same things. And I think it just can just do alias to get all of the aliases of stuff. So if I wanted the alias for get child item, I would just do alias, then get child item. I think I would do. I think I'll do that. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I'll just pipe it in the fine string. It's fine. SDR. And then these are the 3 alias for get child item. And then so forth, right? So you can learn like this, or you can just like Google stuff. So there's the for each object I was using. There's the where object that I was using as well. Compare goes into compare object, so it's pretty dope. CP goes into copy item, so that you got that Linux thing going on there. Echo is also write output, so you got that Linux thing going on there as well. And then it's just so forth, man. Yeah, I would recommend people get fast with PowerShell instead of trying to learn it all. Just get like wicked fast with it, and then you could like try to learn it from there. I would say, like a cron job that updates King file. Yeah, that would be. I'm telling you on that. Like for me, if I don't know, that would definitely be something. I would probably look in Windows and their schedule tasks first before I look at the cron job. It's just how I'm built. Low hanging, yeah. So I don't know. If we use the term in threat hunting, like when we say low hanging fruit, as in the things that you should definitely check for first. And it's one of those things where it's like, what is the term there? Things that people don't do anymore because they know if they do it, they'll get caught. But things you should check for anyway, because if you miss it and then it comes up later, then you're gonna be embarrassed. I hope that makes sense. And so those are the things that we're hunting for now. We're gonna pretty much catch them all because we know where they are. So that is, we can just do a GCI C program data Microsoft Windows start menu programs startup, and then enter. We have VMware.bat. But if we look at VMware.bat, I mean, we can change the names to anything we want, right? VMware.bat, and then we'll do a cat here. We see that it calls to see users public malware bat. So if you're ever a threat hunter, don't get fooled by names. Like that's probably one of the most embarrassing ways to get fooled by a name, right? Especially something like VMware.bat. Like VMware will be on your systems, but that doesn't mean you don't investigate, right? And that's some other PowerShell dopeness there. So that is kind of like the easy stuff. I'm gonna get into more difficult ways, more advanced methods of persistence and finding those. And all of this stuff is super old school because I didn't have a lot of time set up, but it's still pretty good to know, and it's still pretty useful, especially if you're in a rush, right? So just like Linux, Windows has environmental variables. So what you could do is type echo boom path boom. I think that should work. No, that doesn't work. I think echo path. There it is. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I think it's just ENV maybe. No, I think it's just ENV. No, it's not that either. I don't know. We might have to skip that one because I'm not really thinking clearly on this one. Oh, I know what I'm trying to do now. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. I don't think this one updated for us. So I'll just go ahead and give you the answer here. We were supposed to add to the path, and then so every time you run PowerShell, oh, you can't do that. I think this actually does work every time you. So obviously, there's our persistence there. Every time we run PowerShell, oh, you see that the malware runs, and then every time you run task list, the malware should run as well. Yeah, I don't remember how I get access to. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. But this persistence is called path interception, so it should come before. I can't remember how I don't know. We'll have to skip this one. Just know that the path got modified some kind of way. My brain is just like not feeling it right now. But somewhere in here, we intercepted PowerShell. Can we do which PowerShell? No, we can't do that. I don't know. I thought there might be a which command, but we'll move on. So the next one is when log on. We're gonna skip that one because we've already done the registry. And finally, we will. I don't know how to hunt this next one. I just know how to install it. But basically, there's persistence that you could do with WMI. So just know that. We did a lot of WMI stuff. I'm just talking garbage about that box from the other day. Yeah. We got to get back at it. What's today? Thursday? So yeah, tomorrow and Saturday, just show up, man. We're gonna ball out again tomorrow. So those event logs were cleared. I don't know what I was typing here. I'll start. Oh, so if we do a get service, which is another important command for sysadmins, we get all of our services, right? You probably can get a feel for what's going on here, right? You have get whatever. So when you are typing PowerShell, when you are doing PowerShell, generally it's commonly accepted to do get or do noun dash verb. But you don't have to. It's just if you're making your own, but it's just generally accepted because that's what everybody does in PowerShell, right? Where was I going with that? Oh, so get service. And just like processes, these are all objects. So you could just do get service, select, I don't know, I think it's path. No, it's not that. So if I forget, like I always do, I just do a get member. And to see what's going on here, and we can, I don't know. I think this is another one like, yeah, this is another one like the get what is it? Get schedule tasks. So there is let's just do an enter there. Get service where name equals WLAN. Oh, I gotta put quotes around that. Management. And this is the malicious one. But you notice like how this looks like mad legit, right? It is not. So just understand that the one of the dopest things that you could do with PowerShell, or if you're malicious or if you're a bad guy, is go out of your way to make sure that the name looks legitimate. But this definitely is not. So that's just I wish I could go to the actual, let me see if I could do that. SC query. It doesn't work. I'm not super good on my SC game. Query. I think it's SC query. Managements. They don't show me the, is it like all? What is the command there? I've done it so many times. I can't think of what it is. This is not PowerShell again. This is like just regular Windows stuff here. But it's just good to know this as well. Even on the red side, this is good to know. Query X maybe? I don't know. But you're supposed to be able to see. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. But you're supposed to be able to see the what's running with it, and they're supposed to be like. Let me see. I got it in my notes. Let's just look at my notes real quick and just stop being lazy. Oh man, methodologies. I can never pull up the right stuff here. That is not the right one. I don't want that one. But yeah, man, PowerShell is super dope. Is it in here? I hope it is. Predicate Labs. Nope. Where are you? Think not in this file. It's in this file. Then First Blood training. I don't know what I was doing there. Not this one either. Or was it? No, it's not that one either. It is. I can't think of. Oh. No, that's not it. Here it is. What is the command? sc.exe. I just want to show you guys this really quick. It's sc. So I was doing it right. I don't know why it's cxcqc. There it is. Boom. So binary path name is what I was trying to get at. And then this is just super malicious here. C users, public document, malware, whatever, and then whatever. I can't remember. I think I'm doing some kind of injection there or whatever. But just know that this for the win, right? And so I've done it a few times where I'll hijack the binary name of a legitimate process and just reset the administrator's password when I do red team stuff. So just know that that is there. So that's pretty much it for like the second level of malware persistence. I would think like you don't want to name it malware, obviously. If we name this something like that sounds legit, like Windows Updater, there's no way that people would find it, because they're just not. A lot of sysadmins are not just, they're not that fancy with Windows, right? So we can definitely hide there. So the next one is going to be like the most challenging persistence that you can find. Some of this stuff I don't even know how it works, but we're gonna find it. What? So the first place that we want to look is get child item. I remember C Windows. Is it System 32? Windows, PowerShell. I'm probably straight up screwing this up. You can say, I think PS Home or something like that. All right, so that's what we want to go. We could just get, no, we want to do CD PS Home, and that's the environmental variable, right? And let me just make sure that I'm paying attention to the live stream there. If we do ls here, there's a profile.ps1. Now, what you could do with profile.ps1 is you could do hood rat stuff with that. So it's just good to know. So whatever is in here, it activates as soon as you load up PowerShell. What you could do, I think you could do no profile, and you could just run a command to skip to skip the profile. But generally people only do that in like on red team stuff and like when they're hacking. So just keeping that in mind as well. So that's one of the persistences for like some of the advanced stuff. The next one is, I think it says that I put it in a schedule task again, but I can't find it. Here it is. But we're just going to grep for this one, or find string for this one. I think this should work. Yes. I don't know how I get a... So what you could do with schedule task is you can convert this into a PowerShell object. I think it's CSV, and then you convert from CSV. You can't do that? I know that there's some ways you could do this. Doesn't like that. There's a way that you can do this. Oh, I gotta do it after FO. So FO for format, and then let's do CSV. Yes. So by piping that into convert from CSV, I just made this an object. And so now I could kind of like pivot on this, and I could just do select one of the project, properties, so task to run. And then now I just have that instead of everything there. So if any of your, yeah, I think that's self-explanatory, right? So to continue hunting, what I want to select name, and I hope you can see that. I know it's like way down on the bottom. Select name and task to run. What happened there? I think it's task name actually. Yeah, making sure you're getting the names right. That is not task name. What about task name like this? Yes, that's it. So you have everything here, but I'm only interested in what was it called? OS cleanup, because I want to just keep the video moving, or the live stream moving. Where are you? You're in there somewhere. Chill, bro. Oh, it's find stream, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? So find string there, and it should find it. Damn, but it didn't find the whole. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this manually then. Or, oh no, you know what I could do? I could just do convert from CSV, and then where task name or I want to do like, because I don't know, like OS query, and that's like very basic regex there. It'll only do very basic regex for like. Just keeping that in mind. It's not like you can't get like super advanced there. And I'm a beast at regex, like straight up beast. Well, it's not OS query. What is it? It was OS cleanup. Straight up beast with regex, man. OS cleanup. I'll show y'all those 6 skills one day. I might just do a whole just regex video. So, boom. So if we looked at C users public documents, and by the way, this is my Azure VM. What? Okay. I think this is one of those the malware that does some crazy stuff. I think when it executes, it'll like create the file and do a whole bunch of craziness. CDC users. I think this is one of those advanced. You're not gonna be able to find it. I forgot I had stuff like that in here. Yeah, it does some craziness, but you see we got craziness going on here. If we do a cat star, we'll see that yeah, it's just going down right here. But I think for that particular bit of instant persistence, something else runs, it creates this, and then the task runs, and then after the task runs, it deletes itself. It's crazy like that. It's just good stuff, good to know stuff like this, because, you know, yeah, the things like that really work. And I think that's going to be it for chasing malware. I don't think I got anything else that technique will auto runs. I think that's going to be it for the threat hunting. Slack, bro. Anybody got anything for PowerShell? I know I just like ran through it really quick, but the way that I learned it was a lot of Googling. And I could sit here and try to like teach you PowerShell, but you're probably gonna forget a lot of it. It's more about, first of all, just knowing everything you need to know to handle business. So that is stuff like where object and not find string, where object, select object, those things like that, your basic stuff, right? And then from there, you have to think analytically. So you got to think with a question first. All right, I want to find all PDFs in a user's folder. How do I do that? I just start basically putting things together until I have a Frankenstein of a command. So for example, I know get child item users, right? Well, I do know that I want more than just users. So I look up on the internet and I see this cool thing called recurse, right? Repetition is key to learning, right? But yeah, I'm just basically telling you how I learned it. Was I learned just the basics of the basics, and then I just started putting together just Frankenstein types of commands, or I don't know if Frankenstein is the right word to use, but just basically piecemealing stuff together. So based off of that first question, I'm thinking, okay, I want to find all PDFs in all of the users folders, right? So I know get child item, see users, and then I found on the internet that one time I didn't have local admin on the work box, and I did the bypass. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Bypass restrictions. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely check that out. But just hammering the analytical thinking is the best way to learn any programming language. Don't try to just take it head on. Like Python, don't try to take Python head on. Don't try to take C, C++, any of that. Don't take it head on. Learn it analytically, which means first you come with a question. Hey, I need to find all of the PDFs in this folder. What do I need to do? Oh, well, I do know get child item, and I need to go through all the users' folders. You research it and you find out recurse works, but then you're like, man, I got too much with recurse. So maybe I want to narrow that down. I learned that is an object that is piped from the first executable. And I found out that everything piped in there has a property of extension. And so I could just do extension equal .pdf. And then boom, it'll find everything. So boom, I think I'm done with that. I do want to show some scripting stuff. So scripting is just like basic stuff. If it's just stuff like while true. I think I don't like that. I think this one likes these actually. While true, and then echo. We getting it in early. And so that's just your basic true statement, while true statement. This is your basic if statement. If one, we can just say if 1 equals 1. Same thing. If 1 equals 1, just echo 1. So this evaluates the true. You got try except, try, I don't know. Let's say if 1 equals 1, echo, you have to try excepts and all of that stuff. trying to see if I'm hitting it home with scripting functions. If and yeah, that's pretty much it for scripting. I'm gonna see one more time. Can I find some of the dope scripts that I've worked on? Should be in archive. Virtual machines. Maybe it's in recycle bin. Maybe I threw it away. No, I didn't. Man, I gotta find that. Man, it'd just be so dope to show everyone this. No, not, well, maybe it's in here. No, it's not in there. Proving grounds projects. No. Bro, it's in here somewhere, man. It's not in lab, is it? No. I'm gonna find this thing, man. I'm gonna show everybody. Backup. This is not it either. Maybe it's in self-study. No. Work? No. Should be able to find these. Let's try PS1. Still nothing. Dang, I got a lot of PowerShell stuff, man. Upload JSON, get, I see. I think it is this one. Damn, I made it on my birthday. Show file location. Oh, I didn't even save it correctly. Okay, so I think I could show this folder. I don't think I have no problem showing this folder. Yep, I don't have no problem showing that folder. So I'll show you some dope stuff that I made. It is in my archive folder, actually. Not in here. Self-study, my drive, okay. And then, no, not new folder. And then if we go down, oh no, man, wait a minute. What is it called? It was like IMG5. Bro, why am I not finding it? I just saw it. Starts with a... Damn, I just saw it, man. I don't know. I don't care how long it takes. We're gonna look this up. Where are you? Get process remote. Damn. Hunt MD5. Here it is. Let's download this. Download anyway. We don't care. And then I'm gonna, while I'm doing that, let me check out your thing, Rodnet, really quick. But yeah, again, I reiterate, man, if you try to go heads up with a programming language and you're not thinking in terms of questions, it's gonna be tough, and you're gonna dump it all. What is this? If we got the password and sorry, well, you need to use. Did I go to the right place or did I? Oh, wow. Damn, you could get into the registry like that? Load Hive. You select the following file, replace the drive part with the letter, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Enter any desired name for the Hive you're loading. In the command line, change the select from one. Can you put your user in administrators group, or did you do that? One time I didn't have Loadman and did this to bypass restrictions. Can you put your user anywhere? That would be good. I don't know. That's Windows 10 too, man. That's mad relevant. Yikes. And then you could, yeah, that's crazy. Definitely gotta keep that one in my back pocket, bro. Not all files are downloaded. Showing folder. Yes, so I got it here. And I just want to show you guys this real quick. So, So basically what this does, and this is like just a little bit of advanced PowerShell, but I just want to show you how real it get. It get real, bro. This was like, so check this out, right? When it reboots, it gives you an admin command line. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Bro, that's crazy, yo. I guess it would have to though, because I mean, why do you want, if you reboot it? I don't know. That's just a whole can of worms right there. Anyway, so just ignoring all of this, right? Like, it's just too much for this video. Just know that you can set parameters and all of that stuff. But the meat and potatoes of this script is, because I know it's like super difficult to be reading people's code, right? If I run this command, I can just, if I run this script, I can look through the directory to see if a hash is there. So if I took, let's say, what is this hash? So get file hash, and then algorithm I want. I can just do al, it's fine. It'll know what I'm talking about. So I have this file hash for this file, right? If I ran this command, where are you? It's probably in downloads. So copy home downloads. What? Yep. Here. And if I ran this command, then I did a flag of hash, and I pasted the hash here. Yeah, I trust my script. Oh, I did what? Run once. It should find it. Hope it finds it. I think it's gonna find it. I did it right? Why is it taking so long? Do I have to do... Oh, I have to do the directory. I think it should automatically run in the... That's whack. There it is. So this script uses this hash to search anywhere that I want. And once it gets a hit, it'll just say, hey, here's all this information about it. No, by the way, this alert says this file MD5 hash matches the IOC. So you can just do the whole entire system. And I should get, wait a minute, let me get another hash actually. Malware. Let's do task list.dat because I'm pretty sure that's like. So let's search for this one across the entire system. We should get a lot back. And then directory, we'll just, do we want to do that? Can I don't know if I put a recurse in here. I don't know. I don't think I did actually. See, I don't know. Maybe I didn't. It's fine. Run once. Yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't do a recurse. That sucks. Anyway, that's how that works. It'll find your hash for you. And yeah, I thought that script was pretty dope, especially if you don't have a tool. You just create one like this. And then, of course, always use clean code. So I'm big on clean code. And then I'm real big on putting your intention before your code block. So, or your script block or whatever we're calling it here. So that's pretty much it for that. And that's it for the PowerShell stuff. So that's basically all of the useful stuff that I know about PowerShell. I know a few more other things, but it is what it is. But I'm thinking since it lets you run any command, then you could do something like reverse shell, then it would run it every time and reboot. Yes, it would. I'm gonna tell you some of the stuff that you can do with the registry. It's crazy. Let me go into it actually. Reg edit. There is a key in here. I hope I can come up on it. I think it's called command shell. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's called command shell. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, there is a key in here where it's like you can say, I don't know. I guess it's just regular persistence. I don't know where I was going with that. Local machine. Let's see if I can find it in here. System. Don't see it. It's not hardware. I thought it was command shell or something like that. I don't know, but the registry is like is mad crazy when you're trying to do bad stuff there. Let's see how much time I got. I got like 10 minutes, man. Anybody got anything else for like PowerShell? We got malicious PowerShell as well. I didn't really go over that, but if you do, and this is like, I don't know, forgive me if this is like mad basic. Oh, persistence still on here. I didn't clean it off. So yeah, there you go, right? But you have your invoke expression. I don't ever remember this command, bro. Invoke X new object. So it is invoke expression, a new object, net web client, download string, and then you put the thing that you want. So it'll be like on my box, right? And then it'll be like 8080, and then it'll be shell.ps1. Then I close that joint. Now this isn't gonna work because I'm not listening anywhere, but I kind of want to go over why this is so important. Yeah, I'm gonna be off in 10 minutes, bro. I appreciate you stopping by though. For real, it means a lot every time you show up and just like keep that conversation going. But invoke expression is super good. It's not a lot of people, a lot of blue teamers know about it by now, but this is good because nothing ever touches the disk. It's not actually going to download anything. It's going to take the contents here and it's going to hope that it's either PowerShell or some kind of Windows command, and it's going to run it. So it doesn't have to be PS1. It's just going to consider it a PS1. It's going to run it. So if it's errors there, it's just going to just fail on you. You're not going to know what's going on. But let's just say this was like, I wish I could try it. I don't know. But if you look up, if you're on Twitter, let's go on Twitter really quick. Not in my VM because I'm not logged on. I don't know if I'm gonna spell this dude's name right. Yeah. People be putting like weird symbols and stuff in their names. So I gotta manually look for you now, bro. Here he is. So he got a bunch of stuff in here. That's cool. But he basically runs his IEX commands from text records and DNS, like, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, if you're not following this dude, I don't know your feelings about him personally, but if you're not following this dude strictly for his technical content, I don't know what you're missing. He's probably like, again, I always say it, like this dude, like IPSec might be the man on like the YouTube level, but he is the man on the Twitter level because his content is almost always useful. And I would say his usefulness rate compared to everybody else, ain't nobody touching this dude. Now, I'm not a big fan of his videos. Maybe because he's a lot like me. I don't want to see nobody else like me. But yeah. Oh, he got some cloud stuff. The user folder is mounted as image file in storage account. You can download this file. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. This dude cold, man. Like he's mad wicked with it. But yeah, I'll never watch any of his videos. It's just because I watched a few and it's like, yeah, too much I like to watch you, bro. It's just like my brain doesn't compute. But yeah, I was looking for his he did the way that he did, like, look, persistence tips, like, yeah, man, maybe I'd do an interview with him, man. That would be dope if I could do an interview with this guy, as her head. If I could do an interview with him, that would be dope. But again, I can't watch his videos, man. And that ain't like a knock at him. It's just one of those things where it's like, first of all, I don't learn like with videos or live streams. Like I have to do them instead of learning myself. It's just the way that my brain works, man. That might not be the right thing to say during a live stream, but it's just true. But I think another thing too is like, I don't know. I'd much rather read and then talk about it. I'm trying to find it, man. He tripping. He posts too much. IEX. Okay, I can't find it. But yeah, just take it upon yourself to go find it. I think John Hammond actually did a video on it. Pretty sure he did, actually. You see all the stuff that I'll be watching, bro? Oh, man. Like, I watch a lot of Mike Tyson. I don't really watch basketball like that. I watch a lot of, like, you could tell, like, the video that I did, I watch a lot of stuff like that. I don't know why this is here, or this. Like, it recommending that. Then, of course, I like to watch a lot of myself. But yeah, I think he's posted a lot more lately. So it's super hard to go through his stuff. I'm a big fan of him, but just like Alex Red, I'm not gonna sit and watch a John Hammond video. I'm just not gonna do it. Again, it's not anything against him. It's just the way that my brain learns. My brain doesn't learn like that. My brain learns by like getting on Hack the Box and actually trying stuff. My brain doesn't My brain used to learn with IPSEC, but then it's like I just started hating someone. I hate one-on-one conversation. You're talking about NS lookup stuff or the hoax shell. It was, let me see. I like back and forth conversation. I hate one-way conversation. It just doesn't work with me. That's why I try to offer it with these live streams. But it's not 6 months back. It's specifically he's running IEX, but he's not even running IEX. He's running PowerShell, and then he's just calling the text record. So I think it is the NS lookup stuff. I think that's more appropriate. I don't know where I was going with that or why I went that far into that. It's not that one. It's not that one. Where the hell is it? I don't know. This is it. I'm not gonna watch it. Not gonna watch it. But yeah. So he puts the actual PowerShell payload that he wants to run in the DNS text record or whatever. And as you see, it's super easy to do that using Google, right? Because you can just do stuff with Google. But the actual command that he's gonna run, let me see. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. NS lookup stuff. So I think that's pretty dope to kind of like hide from the blue team. And that's all I really wanted to say. It took a long time for me to just get there. So that's just how I do, man. With that said, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go get a part 2 to my workout in, and I'm going to just go to work, man. Sit around and hopefully find some bad guys, man. I found something yesterday. Super stoked about that. Super stoked. Like when I find something, man, it's just like, yes, I'm not wasting my time here. I'm actually finding people. So like, I'm actually finding like hackers with tradecraft. Like I'm not finding script kiddies, bro. Like, bro, that's a wonderful feeling. I don't know if pen testers have that feeling. That's why I'm scared to even like venture over into being a pen tester because, man, because if you get in all the time, like, what fun is that? Like, you always getting in, whatever. But like, if you've been working months and then you finally, like, nobody else in your organization, the organization's super big too. Nobody else is finding things on a consistent basis like I am. That's a wonderful feeling, bro. Man, I wish. I do not get a bonus right now for finding stuff. I think the expectation is you just find it, but like very few people in my organization can find things in like, I don't know if I even should say that, but I mean, it's not that very few people, in my opinion, and maybe I get my wrist slapped for this, but in my opinion, there are a few people in my organization that make up for everybody. And what I mean by that is the efforts of a few mean volumes. And I'm one of those few. At some point, the cybersecurity realm will have, everybody will be me, and then nobody will have to worry about it. But organizations that like mine lean on people like me. And that's not to brag. That's just being 100% real. I love it. I mean, I'm always trying to create mini me's or people that can follow in my footsteps or proteges and stuff like that. So I'm not ever trying to, at work, I'm not the type of guy that tries to like hold all the knowledge. But the thing is, if you don't work like me, like if you're not getting up like at early in the morning and studying your craft before you go to work, like it don't matter how much I can teach you, like you'll never be able to hustle like that. You never be able to grind like that. So you always be one step behind. I mean, again, that's not the brag, bro. I hate the brag. I hate to even act like I'm better than anybody. But when the truth is the truth, that's just what it is. And I wish it were different. But yeah. I don't get a bonus. I wish I did. I think for me, though, it's more about leaving a lasting legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have a string of extraordinary works, at some point, my face will go along with the other Hall of Famers in the history of my organization, and then like you'll never be able to mention anything without me and without another select group of people. And I will tell you that is not because I'm more gifted than anybody. That's not because, of whatever. It's strictly because I work on the OSCP stuff and the Hack the Box stuff in the morning before I go blue. And I did a whole video about that. People might have thought that I was just doing a video for clicks or views. I did that video because it's real. It's real and it's close to my heart. I don't do nothing that ain't close to my heart, bro. So when I say threat hunter or pen tester, which is better, and I come out and say why not both, that's real. That's real. The best red teamers were blue teamers previously. The best blue teamers were previously red teamers or currently are red teamers. Like, it blends so well together. I just don't understand why people don't catch on the train. Like, why people aren't like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's the best kept secret in cybersecurity. It's the best kept secret in threat hunting, the best kept secret in pen testing, red teaming, whatever, that you are doing the opposite of what you do on your off time. Yeah, they don't understand that. I think a lot of people just want, when you get hired as somebody, like maybe you get hired as a defender guy or SOC analyst or whatever, you just want to do that thing and go home and then just like, play games and stuff like that, or, PC games, which I'm not knocking anybody for having hobbies. It's just that if you're not fitting that time in to be the enemy, how are you going to understand the enemy, bro? Just like if I were a policeman, bro, I would like, when I got off work, I would definitely try to think like a criminal because I want to catch the motherfuckers. I mean, damn. My bad. I want to catch him, right? Vice versa. If I were a criminal, I would, on my off time, I would try to think like my targets or my marks or the people that I want to do bad stuff to, because you want to go toward, you want to think like them. So it's like, you never want to be thinking one way. If I were LeBron James and I were trying to go to the hole for a dunk, I want to think like the defender so that I could like counter his moves. But it's crazy how simple that logic is, but it's crazy how many people don't take it. I want to be a hacker, but I don't understand how computers work. Oh man, for computers, man. I don't know what you mean. Like for computers, I'll tell you that for computers, it's one of those things where it's like, man, I don't even want to lie to you. Like, I started to lie to you, man. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. You're talking about how people think. I was about to say, you got to put quotes around your message when you do that. Then I'll know that you're quoting somebody else. Definitely always put quotes around your stuff if you're like quoting something. And then I'll be like, yeah, man, I know what you're talking about. But I legit thought that you was like, I don't know, man. For real. It's not a process if you can't get it. Yeah, man. I don't know. It just, yeah. It's just crazy like that. Yo. I was crazy that you're up with me like this early. Like, are you in America? You're watching on your phone? All right. Yeah, I don't want to put your business out there. Do I know you? Like, because I know some of the people that I know watch me. I just try to make sure that your name, because your name looks kind of familiar. I don't like to put people's business out there and just like blast them out. But yeah, man. But yes, definitely 100%. Just always use those quotes. I don't like. Okay, got you. I know who you are now. I was just making sure I knew who you were, but again, I don't like to put people's business out there and just be calling them out or calling their first names, bro. What's good, man? Yeah, okay, got you, bro. What's good, bro? How you been? How you been, yo? So I work with a lot of people on OSCP. I work with this guy on OSCP too, extensively. So yeah, it's who I think you up mad early, bro. So we in the same time zone. We're in the same time zone. So I'm glad you up mad early with me, man. You out getting into or whatever. So yeah, you got to, man. Especially, a lot of people, man. Yeah. I think it's two sides to it. You leveraging your time, and then again you can go to work. Bro, I'm motivated by you, man. I'm motivated by like everybody that's trying to put their heads together. Because again, I don't like to lord over people and nothing like that, man. Like I'm motivated by everything that everybody got to bring to the table. That's why when I did this Powershell thing, I didn't want to just be like, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. Like these are the best practices, man. Go out and get it. You know what I'm saying? And if you got things to add to it so it can be a discussion rather than somebody trying to like act like they're your daddy or something like that. Because I know like in a lot of professions and a lot of this field, everybody want to be the king or the master, or the blind leading the blind. But bro, I'm like, nah. But yeah, and it's two sides. There's other side to this is like you going to work and you know that you was up before everybody else. Like ain't nobody touch you, man. Ain't nobody gonna be able to see eye to eye with you, for real. You know what I'm saying? And that feeling alone just make you want to go out and get it more, for real. But man, again, I appreciate you coming by. You're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to like talk about some of your experiences, man, because I'm pretty sure the public want to hear it, especially with OSCP and stuff like that. Because yeah, everybody out here trying to get it. Everybody, especially a place like this where you can just put information out there. For real. But with that said, man, I'm gonna go and probably like hit a punching bag or two, get ready for work, and then we're gonna be at it tomorrow. Now tomorrow, yeah, yes they do, man. I'm telling you, everybody putting their heads together and figuring this thing out, man. We all gonna make it. I'm telling you, whether you got it going on or not. I be telling people that even people that come in here and they'll say stuff like how do I get in this field? I'm like, all right, you ain't in it if you ain't in this field or you ain't got it together like that. We was all in the same place at one point, and so I'm like, as long as people don't come into the chat like on no stuff like how can I hack Facebook or how can I hack somebody's Snapchat? As long as you don't come in with that, like we all try to get it together. Because everybody want to get in this field. We want to get paid, man. So, yeah. That was one more thing I was going to say. I don't know. But yeah, y'all stay safe. Oh, tomorrow. So tomorrow and Saturday, I love Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays and Saturdays, we get on Try Hack Me and King of the Hill. We get on King of the Hill. We get on... Battlegrounds, whichever one works, because they're always one works and the other one doesn't. We get on that Fridays and Saturdays, and those are my favorite days of the week, and I'm super excited about that. I get up like super early for those, and just try to win. And then Sunday we'll do the retired Hack the Box machine. Those are not my favorite because I really got to buckle down and learn. But hopefully somebody is learning something from my struggles. So we'll do that Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday, I don't know what we're doing. And then Wednesday, we back at it again with Azure. So I hope everybody has their Azure game straight. At minimum, if you don't want to even hear me talk about Azure, at minimum, just go and get your free VM, bro. You have a free VM for like a month. Just go and mess around with stuff and break stuff and all of that. Let me show y'all. I don't know if any of everybody that's watching, where is that thing? So I have a website running right now. I'm gonna show y'all my history where are you? Is this it? Yeah. So I have a website running right now in Azure, bro. I ain't paying nothing. Now again, like it's not useful, but the point is, like, I have a jumping off point to start like testing out how you would get and move through the network for free. You feel me? And I don't want nothing in return. All I want other people to do is get after it. Put this joint in F12. Try to run it again. Oh, it don't even send anything. Oh, that's crazy. I don't want it to, but I thought at least it would. Let me see. View page source. What? What is it gonna do if my password is correct? Gavin J. I don't know. I'm just doing something just random right now. Oh, okay. So it gives me it tries to go to GUI.html. Wow. Okay. So we might mess with that tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, Wednesday. But just know that this is like super dope that you can do this, and Microsoft is giving you this opportunity. At some point, Microsoft will be like, nah, you can't play on our network. So just watch out for that. I'm gonna go, and y'all be safe, man. And hopefully I see all y'all tomorrow, man.